kill shot. Okay? They're constantly moving you to get you in the crosshairs. So when it comes to that time to close the deal, they've got you where they want you. Okay? Yeah. And sometimes, to people who are linear thinkers like the media, they see this positioning and it doesn't make any sense to them because they don't understand the broader goal. Right. So they think, oh, Donald Trump is being crazy. Donald Trump's doing this. All Donald Trump did with that retweet today of those pictures was make Heidi Cruz a subject, and he's positioning it for rhetorically, for politically, for the, I don't want to say the kill shot. It sounds mean, but that's just an expression. But to be able to close this deal based upon the fact that she's looking for a co-presidency, and she's a potentially dangerous person in that role.
Yeah. Before we get to my call, if we get to Christy from Missouri, I want to, LL Connect just commented on the Spreaker chat box there. If you guys want to chat and don't want to call, the number to call, if you do want to call, is 347-338-1775. LL Connect states that Trump is great, but got to be honest, poor timing on his retweet. With Wisconsin around the corner. Do you think that's going to cost him some votes there, Bill, being the polling expert?
No, not at all.
Okay.
Yeah, it's Wisconsin's 2 weeks away. This retweet will be largely forgotten by that point, even though the retweet was justified and he wasn't talking what people thought of it he was talking about. Yes. It'll be completely forgotten by then, but the fact that Heidi Cruz is an issue in this campaign will not be forgotten.
Yeah.
See, and that's what Trump does. Trump realizes the initial shot will be forgotten, but the lasting result will be that people will have doubts about Heidi Cruz's role in Ted Cruz's administration.
Yes.
And so by the time Wisconsin rolls around, this will have zero effect.
I think skeptical bystander states, he's in the chat box there, he states Trump needs to do town hall meetings in Wisconsin. This personal touch could put him way ahead. I agree with that. But I want to pick up Christy from Missouri. Thank you for waiting. Welcome to the Silent Majority.
Thank you. So what I want to say is I agree with I agree with Bill. I think that that was a very calculated move on Donald Trump's part. I think that him retweeting that, he knew it was going to get put out there because he's even said in the past, all he has to do is put something on Twitter and off it goes. And he's got Cruz's feathers all ruffled right now, and Cruz is upset and going crazy. And, I think the other thing is that Cruz needs to be thinking about is that tabloid come out today with the Enquirer.
Yeah,
the 5 people he's had an affair with. And I know the Enquirer is not the most, accurate magazine, but of course they've been right in all these other affairs.
Yeah, I mentioned that in my open, Christy. I said that, they've been right on Edwards, on Jesse, I think it was Jesse Jackson. Who was it? Gary Hart, Jesse Jackson, John Edwards, to name a few. Tiger Woods. They've been pretty accurate, and they would not put themselves in this, in this position of being sued if they didn't have the goods on Ted Cruz.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
But I don't think any of this is going to hurt Trump at all. I think Trump's right on. I mean, he's got a beautiful wife, and the pictures I think are just show that this is what her job was. She looks beautiful then. She's beautiful now. She's got class. She's a classy lady. I think she's going to make a great first lady.
Yeah. Christy, I want to...
So I don't think it's going to hurt him.
Yeah, before I let Bill respond, Christy, I don't know if you're familiar with the Alinsky tactics and the 12 rules. And I think Donald Trump, I think this is what frustrates the GOP so much, is that Donald Trump is using these tactics on them, and they hate it. They don't know what to do.
Yeah.
And if you think about it, rule number 12, which states, I keep this handy here because every time Donald Trump does something, I refer to it. He picks the target, freezes it, personalizes it, and then he polarizes it. And that's rule number 12. And I think that's what frustrates the GOP to no end. What do you think about that?
Oh yeah, they can't stand it. I don't think they can stand him using any tactics on them that they've used. I mean, they've been running this country for years and years, and they've been destroying it right along with the Obama administration. It's unbelievable what has happened over the last 7 years with their blood on it.
Yeah, I'm going to let Bill. I'm going to let.
Yeah.
I'm going to let.
Signed it.
Yeah, I'm going to let Bill Mitchell respond to you right after this. Mark on the chat box states, "It amazes me that Donald Trump's details his plans in his book, and people still fall for it, and it's so true." Go ahead, Bill.
Yeah, I agree that this thing. Well, by the way, this original tweet that I was just looking at, this original tweet that Trump did, a retweet that he did, has 20,000 likes and about 8,000 retweets. And a typical Trump tweeter or tweet gets about half those. So obviously, it was a very popular tweet with a lot of people. I mean, 20,000 likes for one tweet is a lot of likes. So, and he has made, although it would seem clumsy to some, has made Heidi Cruz an issue right now. And the interesting thing to me about the Enquirer thing, because I don't want to give too much credence to Enquirer, even though they've been consistently right with some of these scandal things, is that, am I missing it? Where is the Ted Cruz denial? I mean, I'm hearing crickets. Has he issued a denial? This has been out there all day. That's why my guess is he's going to go Jimmy Swaggart on it. He's going to do the, Heidi and I were having a problem during this period of time. Yes, I used poor judgment. I have sinned. She has forgiven me. I pray you will forgive me too. Now let's talk about the issues that matter to America.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to go over that way.
Yeah, Bill.
Yeah, he's going to do the whole mea culpa thing and then hope it goes away.
Yeah, you're listening to The Silent Majority here. I'm your host, Chris, and my co-host tonight is Bill Mitchell. And the number to call is 347-338-1775. Bill, you just mentioned rule number 6 of radicals, right? The Olimsky tactics here. You mentioned about his tweets getting so much traction. A good tactic is one that your people enjoy, and his people do enjoy it. So that's why he keeps doing it.
Yeah, and this is why he went so hard on Megyn Kelly, because after that first debate, Twitter was blowing up. Trump's followers were incensed at Megyn Kelly, and they wanted Trump to go after Megyn Kelly hard, and he did. He was giving the people what they wanted, and of course the liberals and all these guys freaked out. Here's the thing I don't understand. On the one hand, they want women to have equal rights and to be treated at an equal level with men, and yet the first moment that you give women equal rights and you treat a woman like you would treat a man, they scream misogynist. It's like, wait a minute.
Guys,
opposite of misogyny. I'm treating you equally. How is that misogynist?
Yeah, guys,
it's a non sequitur. It makes no sense.
Yeah, go ahead, Christy, respond to Bill.
Yeah, I was just saying, I think that's, like society in general. I mean, look at the kids at the Emory University. They're all needing counseling because somebody wrote and talked Trump 2016, and I think that's kind of how our society has gone to. We want this and we want free speech. We want to be able to do this. We want to be able to do that. But then as soon as someone hands you the ability to do that, you're like, well, what, wait, that's not right. I mean, you want to be treated equal to a man, a female, but
right.
When we address you as one, you're calling a male chauvinist pig. I don't understand.
Yeah,
I will never get it.
The kids at Emory University need counseling to get over the psychological stress of somebody writing, a pro-Trump slogan and talk. But these same students will go to a Trump rally and scream the F word at a mother and her child standing in line. Yeah. And that's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And then and here you have Mizzou. It just came down. Mizzou is now forcing undergrads to complete diversity training before they graduate. I mean,
that's crazy too. And I think.
Go ahead, Chris.
I was at a Trump rally and I was leaving. When I was leaving with my daughter, who was 16, there was these, first of all, the protesters, there was people there with their kids, and people leaving with their kids, but they were yelling, F Trump. And it's so just wrong to be doing that. And some very odd lady comes up to my daughter and she was like, what is his platform? What platform is he running on? What platform is he running on? My daughter's 16 and she goes, class. A lot more class than you have.
How old is? Wait a minute.
Very young lady.
How old is your daughter?
Yeah, 16.
Oh, that's awesome. God bless her.
Well, the apple didn't fall far from the tree there. She's a smart young lady.
Oh, well, thank you.
Yeah,
thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, she was just like, these people are crazy. They're just crazy. I think they're all just looking for attention, or they're getting paid to do it, or whatever. It's just insane.
Well, listen.
But it makes it unsafe for the rest of us.
It does. Christy, I want you...
yeah, they're paid crazy people.
Yeah, Christy, we're running out of time here, and I want to thank you for calling.
Okay.
I want you to be a consistent contributor here at New Media Patriot. Feel free and call anytime. I go live at 7:00. I won't be live tomorrow. It's Good Friday. I'm taking off. But thank you for calling.
Sounds good.
Take care.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye.
Let's go Trump.
Let's go Trump indeed.
Go Trump.
That was a cool call.
All right.
Bill?
Yeah, she was great.
Yeah, that was awesome.
She was great.
What do you got planned this weekend, Bill? Before we close
What
here.
have I got planned this weekend?
Besides
well, I'm working on I'm working on developing my video blog, and this is the second night in a row that I haven't done one, and I apologize to everybody for that. But I'm trying to improve my little studio that I'm going to be using. I'm building a little studio out to be doing the videos with, and doing a little more research to have a good substantive topic to talk about. So that's why I haven't done a new video for these last couple of days, but I will do one tomorrow, I promise.
Awesome.
So that's what I'm going to be working on this weekend, along with just doing family stuff and all the Easter things and all that.
Well, let me tell you, your YouTube account there is blowing up, just like your Twitter account. And how many? Let the people know how many impressions you've had so far on Twitter for the last 28 days.
Oh, let me check real quick.
Really quick, we're running out of time here. You should have had that queued up. No, I'm just joking.
Okay. Sure, I got about 57 million.
Wow, I have 7. I checked mine today.
I get about 2.5 million a day, I think.
If you don't understand that Bill Mitchell is the master of the short tweet and the engagement, I have about 35,000 more followers than he does. I only have 7 million impressions. And he has, how many impressions do you have? That's incredible.
57. I get almost 28,000 retweets a day.
So the reason why I said this wasn't to boast. It was just simply say, get your message out there. People are listening. So I want to thank all the callers for calling in today to Silent Majority here on New Media Patriot Radio. You can follow Bill Mitchell. Bill Mitchell, give your Twitter account there one more time so you can get your impressions up.
Sure. It's at Mitchell VII. That's at and then Mitchell MITCHELL VII. And the VII is really Roman numeral 7 because I'm William H. Mitchell the 7th.
There you go.
That's right.
There you go. And I've been your host, Chris, and I want to thank you for listening. If you want to be a guest on the show, you want to get your message heard, simply email us at New Media Patriot. Follow me on Twitter, newmediapatriot@gmail.com, that is. Follow me on Twitter at ThePatriot143 or at NMP Radio, stands for New Media Patriot Radio. Visit our website, newmediapatriotradio.com. And that's it, people. That's it. It's been another great show. I want to thank everybody. I want to thank everybody in the chat room there. Thank you for chatting with me here. Thank you for, sending me great messages there on the chat box. And again, in the words of Ronald Reagan, it's time for